Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Malik Monk.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the 3rd most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place awards. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. Greg, both teams love to push the ball off the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bain in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Lakers. And they have their big 3 all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Avery Bradley is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Now here's James. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Davis. Davis against Jackson. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back. The pass to Westbrook. He kicks to Bradley. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis has the open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now here's Westbrook. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Davis. Jackson knocks it loose.
Terrific defender. And Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot clock and not afraid to send a message as well.
On defense, Memphis. Davis surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. Back to Westbrook. And shoot again.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Morant against Westbrook. Jackson a screen on Westbrook. Morant drives in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
And that one misses.
You know, it's really been fun watching LeBron evolve his game over the years, and being a fellow Northeastern Ohio guy, I take pride in what he's been able to do. He always seems to find a way to maximize his effectiveness on the floor and adapt to whatever he needs to adapt to be outstanding.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And he's good on the second. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Westbrook against Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Pass to Bain. Adams with the screen on Jordan. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to also give you a chance to evaluate.
Well, Davis, so dominant, so strong, so athletic, so skilled. He got everything he wanted right there.
Adams sets the pick for Anderson to the middle. And Adams with the slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Memphis. Clock at 6. Bradley passes to Westbrook. Here's the three, and he's good on the three ball. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Boy, and that's a big deal for Westbrook because when he starts to knock down shots from distance, it really opens up his full bag of attack mode offense.
Offensive rebound, and Adams kicks to Morant. Anderson against Davis. Back to Morant. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got 5.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
Pass to Davis. He can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
Here's James. Scoring the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yep, Westbrook seemed to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
Anderson dishes to Morant. Here's Bain, guarded by Bradley. Bain passes to Morant. Anderson against Davis. Anderson can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Westbrook against Morant. Passes it to Adams. And here's Anderson. Kicks it to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Davis gets it to go.
Once AD gets the ball inside, he's about there. And a little power takes care of the rest.
Here's Bain, guarded by Bradley. Adams taking his time here. And it's Brooks in the corner. Anderson, a screen on Jordan. Brooks misses. And it's Westbrook with the ball. Brings it up to Los Angeles. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Show a lot of versatility.
And, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now, here's Davis. Right now, checking his stats. He's averaging over 23 points a game. Anderson finds Morant. Right side, Westbrook. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley through.
Yeah, you got to respect the alley to Jordan. Throw it up, and he will lash in the alley.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such
All
passion.
right, look who's coming under the post. Get loud, here they are, your record girl.
Anthony's checked in for Los Angeles. Monk comes in for Bradley, then for the Grizzlies. Tillman comes in for Steven Adams, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Bain. And it's Morant at the elbow. They can use a bucket, and Davis sends it back.
Not only does Davis have great skill, but he is tremendously agile. He can get shots from just about anywhere on the court.
Melton with the ball, now guarded by Monk. Melton kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket. And Davis sends it back. Monk, no one around him. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body to take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Horton Tucker's checked in for LeBron. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Conchar comes in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Now here's Anthony. A 17-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. Over Clark. That one wide left.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
There's the pick. Jones with it. Picked up by Davis. And Davis sends it back. And they'll get another chance. Lakers leading by 6. Anthony, the pass to Horton Tucker. Now Monk. Davis setting the pick for Monk. And there's the drive. His second shot goes in off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in-court.
2 on for 2 seconds. Make some noise. All right. Look who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker girls.
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. As you look at Memphis, they're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And of course, there's Los Angeles, a couple spots below.
And for the Grizzlies, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now here's Jones. His last outing, he had 18 points. And there's the pass to Memphis. Will it go? Anthony with the block. Now here's Bazemore. Defense right on him. Here's Horton Tucker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Clark sets a screen for Jones. A floater. Second shot opportunity. Tillman's shot is off.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Anthony, the pass to Horton Tucker. And here is Davis, defended by Jones. Monk for 3. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feet. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. You're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Conchar. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one hits back island.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Bazemore misses. The Grizzlies trail by 11. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. And he drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call at the foul. And let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. Number 1, the Grizzlies.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
And the first one at the line is good. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. that one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Monk, the pass to Horton Tucker. Hit by Anthony. Into the lane. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Conchar. He's guarded by Howard. Conchar can't get it to go. Lakers lead by 11. Now Monk. 29 points for him last game against Atlanta. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Clark finds Jones. Back to Clark. It's Jones on the way. Clark sets a screen for Jones. Clock at 4. And Clark slams it in.
It's hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
I tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team's trailer when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the layup is good.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James is the floor general for his team.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them wrapped. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Anthony is out there with Howard. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard. Morant kicks to Anderson. Pope loose. It's stolen by Anthony. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to James. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the lead.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
He is a lead in every way.
LeBron is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 260 lbs, and there's nothing extra there. So he can physically impose his will and flat out dominate near the rim.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. And the Lakers some changes. Jordan comes in for Dwight Howard. Davis is subbed in for Anthony.
DeAndre Jordan. Anthony Davis.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. One place here or there, getting the ball inside. That's how you create high percentage offense.
Passes it to Anderson. There's a look to Jackson.
Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
The pass to Reeves. Westbrook with it. You have excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6'8" or better that could really handle the ball in my day. Now it's a commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a leader.
Now here's Jackson. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. He kicks it to Westbrook. Pass to Davis. Here's Reeves. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Left side, Davis. Baseline try. It's good. Davis has got his third bucket of the night.
You know, with as much damage as Davis does inside, AD was able to find plenty of opportunities from the mid-range, too.
It's Morant with the try.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability. It gets them going.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Morant against Westbrook. A putback, Jackson. Great positioning on the putback.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Now here's James. 32 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Now here's Brooks after LeBron James's miss. Brooks finds Morant. Now here's Brooks. Over James. That's short off the rim. And it's Westbrook with the ball. Brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. For this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings after the first half of a 2-game trip.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Athletes check in for the Lakers. And Memphis also making a switch. Adams checked in. Now here's Westbrook. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. And the dunk by LeBron.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Brooks outside. Jackson a screen on Davis. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And this is the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Brooks. A rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against Memphis. The Lakers have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Horton Tucker's checked in for James. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. Anjar comes in for Brooks. Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Clark, a screen on Bradley. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
From 10 feet out, and that one drops for him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Drive by Adams. Clark trying to get open. Adams' shot is good.
And how about the power by Adams on that finish? Just brushes off the contact.
Here's Horton Tucker. He picked up 21 points in the last one against the Magic.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Here's Melton following the basket by Anthony Davis. With the drive. Melton, no good.
And it's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Davis. Moves it up off the ball. 10 points for him.
Third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to Concho. Memphis moving it around. Adams, the pass to Melton. And it's blocked by Jordan. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Davis finds Jordan. Back to Davis. Jordan with the screen on Clark. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Grizzlies with another miss. Lakers lead by 18. Pass to Davis. Jones against Westbrook. Back to Davis. Inside. Now here's Bradley. He's guarded by Melton. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Outside, Jones. Adams. And there's the big time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Davis, the pass to Jordan. Back to Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And that one drops. Davis has got 12.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jones tries him, and Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says you're not giving up this lead.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Anthony comes in for Anthony Davis. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Malik Monk in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Jones with it. Monk defending. Here's Conchar. Going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this game.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Monk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anthony finds Monk. Anthony on the wing, defended by Jones. Anthony against Jones. The Lakers rebound. Poked away. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Took him no time at all on that one.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Lakers lead by 16. Now, here's Monk. Anthony in the corner. And it's Anthony again missing.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
The pass to Conchar. Feeds it to Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Is a video game guy. He doesn't watch sports in his off time like a lot of guys. He'd rather have a controller in his hand.
At the line for 2.
Free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. He hits the second from the line. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with the Lakers, Frank Vogel. Coach, with your size advantage, were you trying to get the ball to Anthony Davis inside?
Not any more than usual. We just give him the basketball down low and ask him to read. There's been a couple opportunities where they came in double and he found open guys. If he gets single coverage, he goes score the ball.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West. And taking a look at the bottom of the standings.
Well, you know what? I like to say that those teams are simply in transition.
Kenny, you're always so positive. That's why we love you on the show.
Thank you, Shaq. I love you too.
Love you more.
I think you're both in transition. And now let's talk about that first half. Everything falling into place for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance thus far.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Bane in at the 2 spot. Here's Jackson, and Jordan sends it back. Outside Bradley. He takes it in. Played in with a nice touch on the glass. Bradley's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Los Angeles. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Jackson. And no good that time. Davis with some nice D.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now it's been a recent stretch for these guys. The centers and power forwards averaging the most points in their position in the last 10 games. LeBron James, number 1.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And, you know, that's the thing. Operating in traffic is essential if you're going to be effective in the paint. And composure is essential as well. He doesn't get rattled easily, and that's why he's at the top of the list.
Both free throws good for LeBron. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 19-point game. Pass to Bane. Jackson, a screen on Davis. Bane for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Bane's got 7 points in the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Passes it to Bradley. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. Goes back up. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Jackson, a screen on Westbrook to the inside. There's another block.
Defensive forward so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Well,
boy, that's Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant passes to Jackson. And Davis sends it back.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint.
Timeout call, Grizzlies.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior That's the top priority right now.
Get loud. Here they are. Your record girl.
Take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal number for Russell Westbrook.
And when you see the tumble his steal total has taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Davis against Jackson. Brooks kicks to Morant. Here he goes. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the...
Boy, Jordan still going up. Hey, he's been lighting up arenas for over a decade and still major bounce.
Now here's Brooks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Adams with the screen on LeBron. Takes it from 10. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Bradley passes to Westbrook. The pass to James. Jacks up a 3. And Bain pulls it down.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And it's good for 2. Morant's got 9.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident looking to score with the ball.
From 12 feet out, the 3 for Bradley. And there's a whistle that goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. Kyle Anderson has checked in for the Grizzlies.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson.
Davis with a screen on Morant. And Westbrook, here we go. And it's Davis with the jam.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautiful.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Anderson with the screen for Brooks. For Davis. Brooks misses. Los Angeles leading by 22. James the pass to Davis. Over Anderson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
You look at AD and you know he's taken his share of contact over the course of his career. And quite honestly, that just comes with the territory when you're a dominant offensive player like him.
The first one falls.
Yeah, it's been exciting to watch Davis develop as an NBA player. I mean, he's put a lot of hard work in. He's turned into a dominant MVP caliber player, and some teams still struggle to find ways to deal with him.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And both free throws good for Davis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Down low, it's stolen by Davis. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Brooks against Westbrook. Pass to Morant. Here's Bain. Anderson the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. One effort here tonight. Westbrook against Morant. And they double up Davis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's LeBron. Anderson with the block. It's Brooks on the wing. James covered. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Lakers, Carmelo Anthony.
It's Brooks on the wing, covered by LeBron. Morant against Westbrook. It's Morant with the drop.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
You know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Anderson passes to Jackson. Back to Anderson. Anthony with the defensive effort. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
Get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Davis finds Anthony. James sets the screen for Davis. And they double up Davis. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Reeves has got his second bucket tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Jackson. Passes to Bain. A rebound by the Lakers. To the wing on the left. For three. And another three for the Lakers.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. The pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Jackson, a screen on LeBron. Great D that time from Davis.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Now, here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. On the wing, Davis. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Kicks it out to LeBron. No good with the triple.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Davis against Morant. Yep, that one goes in there. Morant's got 13 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality.
His shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
The loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who is the loudest. And your Laker girls.
going with almost an entire new group here. Tillman, he's checked in for Jackson. Conchar comes in for Dylan Brooks. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And so here's Memphis. Pass to Conchar. Milton with the ball. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock is at 3. A 3 from Anderson. No good on that one.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Anthony against Anderson. Anthony down low, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Melton, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Melton kicks to Jones. Pass to Anderson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Baseball. No one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Passes it to Anderson. 1:43 left to play in the third. Puts up a 3. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now here's Anthony. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's tipped. And here's Jones to end the cold streak. Horton Tucker with the rebound.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
There's the pass to Carmelo. Let's go. That shot, no good. Good D by Anderson. Melton kicks to Anderson. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Conchar. 3-pointers off the mark. And for the Lakers, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Now Jones. Pass to Tillman. Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. To the paint. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Memphis ball.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that
For the
away.
Grizzlies, Steven Adams.
Adam. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to get something going. The shot comes out. And so it's Los Angeles in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back right after this. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Our closer is our tempo. Tell us the tempo. Let's still run.
1, 2, 3.
And that's Frank Vogel asking his guys to dictate the pace and ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah, he wants them to push the action, but just be smart about how they do it. Aggressive, yes. Careless, no.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Kent Bazemore. Johnson is out there with Howard. Then there's Bradley, and it's Reeves in at the point. Ball stolen. Here's Reeves. Kicks to Bazemore. To the inside. Johnson drops in the layup for 2.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Tillman. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth.
Here's Clark following the bucket by the Lakers. Back to Jones. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Here's Reeves, defended by Jones. Johnson, a wide open look. No good from outside. Grizzlies shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Passes it to Clark. Back to Jones. Over Johnson. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Reeves the pass to Howard. Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by the Lakers, Milton with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up.
Anthony Milton.
Now here's Bazemore. And there's the pass to Howard. Back to Bazemore. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Lakers ball.
Los Angeles will get a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Culver's checked in for Memphis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. 4 on the shot clock. Bradley dishes to Howard. The tray. They get it back. And it's Howard finishing it off.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Pass to Tillman. Inside. Here's Culver. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. Culver's got his first bucket of the night. Pass to Bradley. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up, the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
To the paint. Up and in on the way. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
Yeah, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Now, here's Bazemore following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Passes it to Jordan. And here is Howard. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He tries for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Reeves the pass to Jordan. Now here's Howard. From 8. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
A free throw good from Howard. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, are in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Now here's Jordan following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Bradley tries again, and Jordan with the layup.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Jones. Anderson, a screen on Bradley. And stolen by Howard. Bazemore on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Bradley with the ball. Jones covering. Here's Reeves. Takes it off the glass.
Changing hands quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this game.
And set back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shots.
All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Free throw good from Bradley. Horton Tucker's checked in for the Lakers. He makes one of two that time. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jones, no luck.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Back to Bradley. The pass to Reeves. Lakers passing it around. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Conchar, guarded by Bradley. Anderson, a screen on Bradley. Here's Conchar. Over Howard. Conchar can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Driving the lane. Reeves can't hit. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jones kicks to Clark. Pass to Tillman. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
That shot wide open. Randall's got 6 points in the quarter.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Anderson dishes to Jones. And again, Memphis no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now, here's Howard. Pass to Reeves. A fader. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Memphis.
For the Lakers, at the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Anderson. He doesn't get the second one. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Howard.
2 minutes remaining in this ball.
Conchar pulls it in. Conchar's got 5 rebounds tonight. To stop the run, and it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Horton Tucker. Dishes to Bradley. Howard setting the pick for Bradley. Driving in, and it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Five to shoot. Here's Bradley.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split 2 games apiece.
I'm sure it meant a lot to them not letting a conference opponent get the better of them. That's important to them for sure.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for Anthony Davis.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Outside Bradley. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. On the pass to Howard. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
That's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Anthony Davis.
Jones with it. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. There's a total of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, winning flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and guys are playing for each other. We play selfless. All we care about is winning. And these guys are doing the little things, and therefore, any chance we get where we're able to find these guys and make plays, we want to give it to them. We want to reward them and thank them for doing all the little things. That's how you win championships.
Yeah, it was 1 through 15 tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Anthony Davis.